MAR 2 News at 5 begins now with breaking news.
You want to lock your children up and just keep them safe. But you can't. You have to send them to school, but it's hard.
I'm Jeff Morgan. We start with breaking news from Harford County. A 15-year-old Joppatowne high school student shot and killed in the bathroom at school. The alleged shooter, another student, is in custody. WMAR 2 News' Elizabeth Worthington live outside the school tonight with the latest. Elizabeth.
Yeah, Jeff, we actually just found that out about 15 minutes ago. The Harford County Sheriff gathered reporters here near the school to provide that update that nobody wanted to hear. That shooting broke out just after 12:30 this afternoon after a fight broke out inside the boys' bathroom between the 15-year-old victim and the 16-year-old suspect. The suspect took out a gun and shot the victim once. Then the victim was carried out into the hallway where the school resource officer, the principal, and the nurse immediately came and tended to him while they waited for police. The first police officers arrived within 2 minutes. 100 more arrived within 15 minutes. During all that commotion, the suspect was able to flee the school. He was going around the neighborhood banging on people's doors, many of whom then called 911. So the sheriff credited the community with helping them catch the suspect so quickly. He will be charged as an adult. His name has not been released yet because he is a juvenile, but we could get that name later once he's charged. It's unclear if he had a previous juvenile record, but the sheriff said he was not, quote, unknown to us. He was not unknown to us. He did respond to calls for service involving the suspect before, but the sheriff declined to elaborate further on that. He also said that firearm was not recovered. He says, I have no idea where it is. All we know is that we don't have it. It could be in the school. It could have been dropped somewhere outside the school. And when the sheriff was responding to that question, he expressed his frustration with the Maryland Child Interrogation Protection Act that prevents police from interviewing juveniles until they talk to an attorney. And he says that it's legislation that really handcuffs the police because they can't get answers to the questions that they have and that the community has as well. But the parents, they're also really fed up, and after today they were really shaken up.
I'll tell you this, I agree with homeschooling at this point. It's dangerous. These young kids, I really don't know who to put the blame, if it's the parenting or if it's the government. You just don't know who to really blame at this point.
And we did hear both from the principal and the superintendent who said that their hearts go out to these families and they're not sure when the school is going to reopen next week. That plan is still in flux, but they did say when they do come back to class, counseling will be available for students. In Harford County, Elizabeth Worthington, WMAR 2 News.